Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. Have you ever tapped a card to enter a building, pay for food or pass through a toll without stopping? If yes, then you have already used a technology that makes all of that possible. And that is exactly what we will be talking about. This invisible but powerful system is used in many areas for our daily life, from shopping to transportation, and even in hospital and school. In this video, we will explore how it works, where it used, and why it is so important to the modern world. So, let's get started.
Next, I will talk about what is RFID. RFID, or Radio Frequency Identification, is a wireless communication technology used to identify, track and manage objects using radio wave. Unlike barcode or QR codes, RFID does not require direct line of sight or manual scanning. It can identify objects automatically and from a distance, often within milliseconds. Next is key component of an RFID system. First is RFID tag or transponder. It attaches to the object being tracked. It contains a microchip for data storage and an antenna for communication. Next is RFID reader or interrogator. It sends out a radio signal and receives data transmitted by the tag. And lastly is antenna. It helps the reader send and receive signal more effectively. How does RFID work? Here's a step-by-step breakdown of how RFID technology works. First, reader sends out signal. The RFID reader emits a low-power radio frequency signal through its antenna creating an electromagnetic field. Next, tag receives signal. When an RFID tag enters the field, it is activated. Passive tag use the reader's energy. Active tag have their own battery. Next, tag transmit data. The tag sends its unique ID and possibly other data back to the reader. Next, reader capture and process data. The reader receives and sends the data to a computer system or processing. RFID tags come in different types, mainly categorized by their power source. Let's take a look. First is passive tags. These are the most common type of RFID tags. They don't have a battery. Instead, they are powered by the electromagnetic energy sent from the RFID reader. This makes them inexpensive and small. However, they have a short read range, typically up to 10 meters. Next is active tags. Unlike passive tags, active tags come with their own battery. That means they can send signal on their own, without relying on the reader's energy. These tags offer a much longer read range up to 100 meters, and ideal for tracking high-value assets over wide areas. And lastly, we have semi-passive tags. Also known as a battery-assisted passive tags, these have a battery but only activate when they come within range of a reader. This gives them a medium read range and better reliability compared to purely passive tags. RFID system also differ by the frequency they use, which affect performance and application. First, we have low frequency. The range is between 125 to 134 kHz. Low frequency RFID is great for environment with a lot of interference like metal or water. It has a short read range and typically used for livestock tracking or access control with keycards. Next is high frequency. It is 30.56 MHz. High frequency RFID has a moderate range and support faster data transfer. It is widely used in applications like smart cards, transit pass, and library system. And lastly, we have ultra high frequency. The range is between 860 to 960 MHz. Ultra high frequency offers the longest read range and the fastest data communication. It is ideal for inventory tracking, supply chain management, and toll collection system.
Implementation of RFID. First, we have inventory management, warehouse and retail. One of most common uses of RFID is in inventory tracking. In a warehouse of retail stores, RFID tags are attached to products, boxes or pallets when items enter or leave the warehouse. RFID retailers automatically update the stock data. For the example, in a Zara store, staff can check stock for all clothes on a rack in a second using an RFID scanner. No need to scan each item. Just the staff, save time during stock checks, prevent overstocking or understocking, also avoid human counting error. For number 2 is supply chains and logistics. RFID is very useful in transporting goods from one place to another. Companies place RFID tags on a good or containers to track them during delivery. RFID readers also at the checkpoints can automatically scan shipments as they are moved, giving real-time updates on location and status. For the example, companies like Amazon use RFID to track packages from the warehouse to your doorstep. This helps business know where their goods are and prevent loss or theft, also improve delivery time. For the third is access control and security. RFID is used to control access to buildings, rooms or computers. People carry RFID cards or badges, and when they tap them near a reader, it either grants or denies access. This improves security and records who enter or exit a place at that what time. For the example, in office and universities, staff and students often use RFID cards to open doors or log into computers. For the simple, we can see that RFID is also used in hotel key cards. The card you can use to open your door contains an RFID chips. Advantages of RFID. First, we have fast and automatic identification. One of the biggest advantages of RFID is speed. RFID readers can scan multiple tags at the same time and very quickly. For the example, in a warehouse, instead of scanning item by one with a barcode, RFID can instantly read hundreds of posts that was passing through a key in a blink of eyes. For number 2, high accuracy and efficiency. RFID reduces the chance of mistake caused by human scanning. This improves accuracy in inventory tracking and data collection. For the example, in the retail stores, stock taking becomes more accurate and faster when using RFID tags. Last but not least, more data and better durability. Unlike barcodes, RFID tags can store more information, such as product details, expired dates, or serial number. Also, RFID tags are waterproof and reusable, making them more durable. For the example, in sports events, we use RFID marathon runners bib to track their time and location during the race. Last, real-time tracking. RFID helps with real-time tracking of people or objects. For the example, in hospitals, patients wear RFID wristbands so that nurses can locate them and access their medical records instantly. Advantages.
Next, I'll talk about the challenges of RFID. The first challenge is privacy concerns. Tags can be read without consent, which leading to privacy issues. As example, tracking people via ID card, embedded tags in products. Other than that, someone could also duplicate your RFID card to access the restricted areas. Second challenge is signal interference. Signal interference refers to any disruption or weakening of the radio wave used by RFID system to communicate between the text and the reader. RFID performance can be affected by materials such as metal or liquids, which absorb or reflects the radio signals. The final challenge is the durability. Durability refers to ability to withstand the environmental conditions and the lifespan of how long the tag can be functions reliably before it becomes unusable. Moreover, prolonged sunlight can cause the plastic enclosures to crack or fade. Next is the future of RFID. We can improve the system of RFID by enhancing the privacy and security. As we know, short-range tags like low frequency are harder to read from a distance, reducing the chance of being secretly scanned. A tag with a button or switch or removable contact so they can choose when they can be scanned. Secondly, we can improve for a smarter and cheaper RFID in the future by upgrade the sensor integrations. It can measure the temperature, humidity, movements. For example, using a low-cost manufacturing methods by using biodegradable materials for short-life tags. Lastly, we can also improve a smart parking system for future RFID. RFID tags on the vehicles are detected upon entering or exiting the parking zones, which integrated with payments and reservation system. By using this way, we can reduce the time searching for parking and traffic jams. To conclude, RFID technology have greatly helped to speed up and simplify our daily activity. It is widely used in various industries such as transportation, security, and retail. Although it offers many advantages like efficiency and security, it still faces challenges such as high cost and privacy concerns. Even so, RFID is expected to keep growing and play an even more important role in our modern world. So that's all from our group. Thank you for watching.